Today, we're putting the Predator 3500 and the Predator 5000 to the test. Welcome back to the channel, guys. As I said, we have the 3500 here and the 5000 Predators. I've been getting some questions on what is best to buy for their camping setup or their travel trailer. I mean, all you guys know, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but the real question is between the 3500 and the 5000. 3500, right now, I just checked Harbor Freight's website. They're selling them for $799.99, so $800. And the 5000 is selling for $1,099, so $1,100. So it's about, I would say, $300 difference. And a lot of questions are, should they save the 300 and be happy with the 3500, or should they go and get the bad boy, the 5000? So hopefully today we are going to give you a little bit better answers on that. Obviously, there's a lot of factors. Your setups are different than mine, but at least you get to see what I experienced. We have our 2023 No Boundaries Forest River travel trailer. It's a 24-foot travel trailer. If you haven't seen our video, bunkhouse, Murphy bed, basic kitchen. Has a 13.5 AC on the top. Today, we're starting a little cool out today, so that's a factor too. It's going to affect the outcome of this test. It's about 60-something degrees in South Florida. This afternoon should be in the low to mid 70s. I think that's in my opinion, better for wherever you live in the country, because it's hotter than hell down here, which really puts a strain on the ACs. So this will kind of give you a little bit better feel of what kind of weather you'll be camping in. So for all my tech geeks out there, let's see a little bit of technical on the specifications. The 3500 max running watts, 3000 watts. It's 102 pounds. The sound decibel rating is 56. Run time on a 2.3 gallon tank is 11 hours at 25% load. Like I said, I don't really know what load we're going to be running here, because we're going to have the AC on with this, so it's going to vary, but we'll do our best. Has a 6 horsepower, 212 cc engine, and like I said, they're going for $799 or $800. The 5000. The 5000. Now, keep in mind, the 5000 can run off of propane or gas. And surprising enough, the difference in the output isn't that much. Obviously, propane has less energy density, so it's going to have a little bit less. But anyway, the max running watts, 3,900 watts for gas and 3,600 for propane. It's 110 pounds, so 8 pounds heavier than the 3,500. So some of you, that might be a make or break factor. The sound decibel is 61.7. Little note on that. In all honesty, I can't really tell the difference between both of them. They say 56 on that one, 61 on that one. Measurable, obviously there's a distance or a difference, but my calibrated ears, I can't tell a difference. It is a max run time of 18.3 hours at 25% load on gas, and 14.6 hours with 20-pound tank of propane. Has a 6.4 horsepower, 224 cc engine with a 3.7 gallon fuel tank, going for $1,100. So yeah, so there are some differences. We're going to hook one up, and obviously Harbor Freight gives you their estimated run time, but we're going to put that thing to real life. We're going to hook the trailer up to the 3500 first, turn this bad boy on, turn the AC on. I figure we leave it at probably 70 degrees, 68 degrees, 78 degrees, or 70 degrees thermostat, and see how long one tank will get us. Once that's done, I'll hook up the Predator probably tomorrow, same time tomorrow, to take the weather out of the equation a little bit. It's supposed to be the same kind of weather that we're having today, and we'll see what happens. In all honesty, before we even start, just to let you guys know, I like the 5000. There's many reasons for that. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll dive a little bit farther deep into that. But yeah, so in all honesty, the 5000 is my jam. But the 3500 is like, you know, that dog that you just don't want to put down. It's just been with me from the start. We've been through battles. It's been weather tested. It's been through the ringer and still fires up every single time. So it's like one of those things that you just can't get rid of. But the 5000, no complaints about the 5000. So anyway, I digress. Let's get these babies fired up and start this test. Yeah, that baby is full. So just to keep it, just to let you guys know, this one's pretty much full. I only run Rec 90 in my generators. I paid a little extra just for peace of mind. These motors are small, the carburetors are small, so I don't want to run any of the ethanol through here and get all junked up and have to tear these things apart. So just to keep it 100 with you guys. Maxed out on fuel. You can't fit any more in them. So obviously you're probably not going to be doing that at your campsite, but I want the max run of time that they got. Oh, and one more thing, I almost forgot. The 5000 has I believe it's a TT30 hookup, RV hookup, 30 amp. The 3500 only has a 20 amp. So you have to, now it does come with a little adapter to fit an RV style plug in the 20 amp plug-in. So, you know, keep that in mind. There are definitely differences in outputs. The 3500 can run the AC no problem, even in the summer heat down here in South Florida. However, you can't run the AC and the microwave or the convection oven. The 5000 has no problem. You can power whatever you want, whenever you want. It can handle that. So keep that as a factor too. You know, especially with these travel trailers, these bigger travel trailers, especially wherever you want to go. You know, if you don't plan on using the microwave and you're going into like some dirty area where, you know, it's going to beat up your generator being out there in the mud and doing all that stuff, maybe the 3500's for you. Or, you know, 5000. I love the 5000, so you know how I feel about that. So, all right, let's get started. The AC is running. It's, so we got it set for 72. That's the setting. It's at the cool high. So the compressor's not on, but the fan's on high. Obviously, later today, the compressor should start kicking on. But the fridge is on, as you can see. That doesn't take too much power, and I'm not gonna do the microwave because that's too inconsistent for everybody. Like, most people wouldn't be using the TV because they're camping, they're enjoying the outdoors. Hit that subscribe button, hit those notifications, and share the video. We appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't been paying attention to our subscribers, we broke over 1,000. It's been a while. So I told Mari that if we broke over 1,000, we have to start really doing things seriously and really starting to pump out some videos and some stuff that we have been wanting to do, just haven't really, you know, with work. We work well more than 60 hours a week each with the kids. It takes a lot of time. We never seem to be home to relax and doing anything. This is the first weekend in probably 6 months that we don't really have anything going on, so we're trying to do all these videos and try to get them out to you. And man, just to be 100 with you guys, we appreciate you. So as you can see, it's nighttime now. So the generator just turned off, and it's about 8:15. So real life, kind of testing. It lasted with a extra full tank. As you guys can see, it was overflowing when I put the cap on. It lasted 12 hours in a real world test. So pretty accurate. They said, 11 hours at a 25% load. So with the compressor kicking on, it was about 1,300 watts, and then it would drop down to 600. So it kind of fluctuates, like above 25%, then below 25%, you know what I mean? So kind of averaged itself out to about 12 hours for the 3,500. So there it is. So let me unplug this one and hook up the 5,000 and get that started. It's like I said, it's 8:15 at night. The 5,000 has a larger fuel tank, and it's going to be definitely well within its watt range. So I got to start it tonight, let it run through the night, and probably sometime tomorrow afternoon or evening, that's when we should expect the fuel to run out. So it says 18 hours on a 25% load. So let's see. Figure a few minutes. Let's see if I can get this fired up in 5 minutes or before 8:30. All right, we're up and running. It is currently 8:23 at night. So just fired it up. It's going, everything's turned on. So gonna call that a night. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the update and see how long this baby goes for. So it's the next day in the morning. It's about 7:45 in the morning. If you guys are anything like me when camping, it's the fact that, or at least it's South Florida, you have to, I know some of you are going to be really upset. Trust me, I get those comments and I read those comments, but running a generator throughout the night. In South Florida, when it's 100-something degrees out, in the middle of the night with 100% humidity, guess what? I'm going to be running the AC if it's in the summer. I bought an inverter generator. It's super quiet. It's not silent, but it's super quiet. So you deal with a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old that are uncomfortable trying to sleep. Anyway, digress a little bit, but I know one of the concern is the generator being able to last throughout the night on a single tank of gas. Now, I'm kind of neurotic a little bit, so a little bit of anxiety. So with the 3,500, when we camp sometimes, I used to fill it. I used to top it off around like 8, 9 o'clock at night, and it would last throughout the night to in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock, and then or actually probably a little less, probably around 8, that I would top it off. But with the 5,000, with the extended runtime that thing has, let's go see how much fuel it has left in the tank. And we started it at 8:50 or 8:20, 8:25 last night. And it is, so it's almost 12 hours, 11 hours and some minutes. Let's see how much fuel it has. If you can see that red line, it's showing exactly a half a tank of fuel. So if you couldn't see it, that's a half a tank. So We started that thing at when the 3500 died at 8:20, 8:25, and right now it's 10 to 8 in the morning, and it's only at half a tank of fuel. So even if now it's cool at night down here right now, so it's like 50s or 60s. So take that into account. The AC is not working as hard. So in the summer months, the generator is going to have to work harder to power the AC that's working harder to cool the trailer. So keep that in mind. There's some variations in there. There's some stuff in there, but that's not bad. Once this video is over, I'm going to see if I could do a burn rate on how many gallons they're doing, or these generators are burning an hour, and see what the difference is. I'm kind of interested in finding that out. So let's keep an eye on it. All right, it's about 10 to 3, and we are bone dry. So let me pack up everything, crunch some numbers, and we'll see how each one of them did. All right, so I crunched the numbers. All right, now if you were following and didn't skip through the video, you would have seen that the 5000 or the Predator 5000 inverter generator definitely lasted longer than the 3500. But by how much? So the math is the 3500 lasted 12 hours. And remember, that was me literally filling it up to the brim and overflowing the fuel. The 5000 didn't get that. So there is a little bit of discrepancy there. That was 2.3 gallons is what the 3500 holds. The 5000 holds 3.7 gallons. And the 5000 lasted 17.5 hours. Now, just because I was curious, I did a little bit of math and found that the 3500 burned 0.19 gallons per hour, and the 5000 burned 0.21 gallons per hour. So obviously, it's what, 2/100ths of a gallon difference. That could have been a fluctuation between temperature between both days, because we did this over a period of 2 days. I mean, I think that was pretty impressive, since the 5000 also has a bigger displacement engine. I think that if you had a heavier load, the 5000 would spread its lead over the 3500, because the 3500 has a smaller engine and a smaller output, so it has to work even harder to get the higher output range, when the 5000's kind of where it doesn't have to as much. So, but like I said before I even started this, I'm a 5000 fan. Not saying the 3500 is bad. If you're crunching for dollars, because not everyone has an endless budget. I sure don't. But if you wanted to save $300, the 3500 will power the everyday trailer. It's my trailer's a 30 amp trailer, so the only thing I'm really not gonna be able to do is run the AC and the microwave at the same time. Everything else I could do. The 5000, I don't have to. I get a little more luxury. I don't have to worry about anything. So I guess it's really dealer's choice, per se. If you wanted to save the 300, in my opinion, if you wanted to save the 300, get the 3500. You'll be fine. If you don't want to worry about your power consumption, because your generator is on the smaller side, get the 5000. And especially since if you camp within a group of people within close proximity, the 5000 burns on propane too, so you don't get that odor of that fuel odor. With the 3500 doesn't have that option unless you go and you modify it with aftermarket parts. The 5000 already comes with that option. So there's a few more options. Like the 5000 has the remote start, has the fuel gauge that the 3500 does not have. Actually, the new 3500 I think might. I think I got an older version, but regardless, that's the outcome. I hope I helped your decision on which generator you should buy for your unit, your trailer. And obviously, if you guys have any questions, you could always comment below. I read them all, even the ones that aren't that favorable to me. But anyway, if you have any questions, you could always email us at BeastFamilyADV, all one word, at gmail.com, or just comment on the video and with any of your questions. Other than that, as always, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications, share the video, and last but not least, we'll see you out on that trail.